Myron Golden, in line with the common saying, emphasizes that if you aren't paying for a product, you are likely the product. This means that free products, especially on social media, generate revenue by collecting user data and selling it to advertisers, turning the user into the actual product being exchanged for profit. Every click we make, every app we download, every subscription we sign up for, it all tells a story about how we think. Some people scroll, consume and spend. Others observe, learn and invest. The difference isn't just money, it's mindset. The digital world has made it easy to spend, but only the few who learn to invest in it are the ones shaping the future. We live in an era where attention is currency and data is gold. But the problem is, most people are too busy trading both away for convenience and entertainment. The digital spender scrolls endlessly, buying distractions disguised as experiences. The digital investor looks at the same internet and asks, how can this tool work for me? One mindset consumes technology, the other leverages it. Think about it. The same phone someone uses to waste hours can be the same device another person uses to build a business. The same social media platform that fuels comparison for one person fuels opportunity for another. The difference isn't in the platform, it's in perception. The spender mindset chases comfort. It buys gadgets for status, apps for pleasure, and subscriptions for escape. The investor mindset seeks growth. It spends strategically, not to look rich but to get smarter, faster, more capable. When the digital spender buys a new device, they see it as luxury. The digital investor sees it as leverage. One looks at consumption, the other looks at conversion. In the digital economy, every dollar you spend is a vote for the world you're creating. When you buy mindlessly, you are investing in someone else's dream. When you spend wisely, you're building your own. The question isn't, can I afford this? The real question is, does this move me forward? Every piece of content you consume is either feeding your future or stealing from it. Every hour online is either compounding knowledge or depleting focus. The investor knows that time, not money, is the first capital. They treat their attention like an asset, not a toy. They don't scroll for distraction, they scroll for direction. The digital spender looks for trends to join. The digital investor looks for system to build. The spender wants immediate pleasure, the dopamine of a new purchase, a viral post, or a short-term win. The investor thinks in delayed gratification, learning skills, building assets, creating value. They understand that wealth in the digital age isn't stored in bank accounts alone. It is stored in competence, connections, and content. Think about all the influencers, creators, and freelancers dominating today's digital world. They didn't start with millions. They started with understanding. They realized that the internet doesn't just sell, it scales. The spender buys from ads, the investor studies the ads, the spender consumes trends, the investor monetizes them. Every tool the spender uses for entertainment, the investor uses for empowerment. In the past, investors needed factories, land, or machines. In the digital age, your laptop is your factory, your Wi-Fi is your land, and your skills are your machinery. But if you use them only for consumption, you're renting the future instead of owning it. To think like a digital investor is to stop asking, what can I buy? And start asking, what can I build? It's the decision to turn curiosity into capability, capability into cash flow, and cash flow into freedom. It's realizing that the internet rewards the creators, not the consumers. Look around. We are surrounded by opportunities disguised as screens. Every time you post, you're publishing. Every time you learn, you're increasing your market value. Every time you share knowledge, you are building brand equity. The spender mindset sees likes. The investor mindset sees leads. The spender seeks validation. The investor seeks value. Myron Golden, in line with the common saying, emphasizes that if you aren't paying for a product, you are likely the product. This means that free products, especially on social media, generate revenue by collecting user data and selling it to advertisers, turning the user into the actual product being exchanged for profit. Look around. We are surrounded by opportunities disguised as screens. Every time you post, you're publishing. Every time you learn, you're increasing your market value. Every time you share knowledge, you are building brand equity. The spender mindset sees likes. The investor mindset sees leads. The spender seeks validation. The investor seeks value. This shift doesn't mean you stop spending. It means you spend differently. You spend on courses, not clouds. You spend on learning tools, not luxury brands. You invest in mentorship, not momentary pleasures. You invest in ideas that multiply, not habits that drain. The spender buys for comfort. The investor buys for capability. And here is the beauty of it. Every digital investor started as a spender. The difference came when they asked one simple question: what if I flipped my habits? What if every time you felt the urge to buy something useless, you redirected that money into something useful? What if instead of paying for entertainment, you paid for education? What if instead of scrolling for gossip, you scrolled for growth? That's not just saving money, that's building wealth. Money moves towards those who respect it. In the digital world, respect isn't shown by holding it, it's shown by multiplying it. The spender loses money to emotion. The investor grows money through intentions. Both handle the same currency, only one handles it consciously. The spender mindset keeps people busy but broke, always upgrading, subscribing, chasing what's next without understanding what matters. The investor mindset builds quietly, learning, testing, adapting. The spender buys things to appear successful. The investor builds systems to stay successful. It's not about being frugal, it's about being intentional. The investor knows that every digital action compounds. Every course, every skill, every relationship, every post, they all stack. The spender sees consumption as entertainment. The investor sees it as education. When you start thinking like a digital investor, the way you see money changes. It stops being something you trade for things. It becomes something you plant for growth. You stop saying, I can't afford it, and start saying, how can I create it? You stop chasing discounts and start chasing dividends. You stop counting costs and start calculating returns. And the greatest return isn't always financial. It's confidence, it's clarity. It's the peace of knowing your decisions today are building your tomorrow. That every digital step you take is compounding toward freedom, not debt. The digital space has given everyone a level playing field, but mindset still decides the winners. The spenders live online, investors build online. One survives on consumption, the other thrives on creation. The difference is invisible but powerful. One reacts to the digital world, the other directs it. So when you pick up your phone, when you open your wallet, when you click that link, ask yourself, am I feeding distraction or fueling direction? Every transaction tells the truth. Because in the end, the digital spender disappears with trends. The digital investor builds something that lasts beyond them. And in a world overflowing with consumption, becoming a creator is the ultimate investment. So don't just watch this video. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel and share with a friend who is ready to thrive in the digital space.